I used to procrastinate a lot. I would literally leave assignments till morning if it was due. Like if it was due at 9 a.m. in the morning, and then I would still do it that morning. Like because I was busy scrolling TikTok the other day. But in this video, I will show you how I almost never procrastinate anymore. And the first and most important tip I have for you is routine. You need routine because when you make a daily routine, like a strict military routine where you write down what you will do at what time every day, you know what to do at the time of the day, and you put your body and mind in a state in which you relate that to doing that work. Plus, the number one factor for procrastination for many people is actually that the assignment or the thing they want to do is not clear. They don't have it clear what they are exactly gonna do and when and how and stuff. So a daily routine makes it really clear for yourself, and that is makes it really easier to do the work. But then there is a problem for many people, including myself. You have like you can't do the same routine every day because you go to school or sports or something that are not the same every day. Then I would suggest what I do is the night before you go to sleep, you will make on Google Calendar a daily routine for like the next day. So like the evening in the evening you'll make a calendar a schedule for the next day. So then you will have like a complete routine for that day, and but adjust it a bit to the life you have that day. But also try to make it as similar as possible to the previous days. Then the second tip I have is a dopamine reduction. And you have probably heard of a dopamine reduction before if you have watched any of my other videos, but the dopamine reduction is to where you will cut out most of the instant gratification habits that release a lot of dopamine. So things like video games, social media, junk food. And when you cut them out, the dopamine baseline will go up. And the dopamine is a molecule for motivation and drive and pursuit. So when your baseline go up, you will generally more motivation. So that's a powerful thing. I also have a video pop up right now if you want to learn more about the dopamine reduction. The third tip is good visualizations. So when you procrastinate, you will think about the work you actually need to do, and think about how hard it will be and how painful that set of leg press will be, or something like that. But if you turn that around, visualize how good you will feel after you've done that thing, how fulfilled you will feel, how proud you will be of yourself when you've done that thing. It's a lot more powerful than thinking about how hard it will be. Another good visualization you can do is just take the first step. So when you go to the gym, don't think about that whole gym routine and how tiring that whole workout will be. But first think about putting on your gym clothes. Just do that. Then just put on, just fill your water bottle. Then just walk out the door. Just go to the gym. Then just do your warm up. And then you're already in the flow to do your workout. So just only think of the next step and little step you need to take. Another good visualization is the 5-minute rule. And the 5-minute rule is only do 5 minutes of work. Say to yourself, like, I will only do 5 minutes of work. And if you can really just leave it at 5 minutes of work. I would leave this tactic For the last, by the way, I don't use it quite often, but when you're really, really not feeling like it, you can use this. Only do 5 minutes of work, and after 5 minutes of work, see if you want to go on with what you're doing. And most of the time it will be yes, because you're already in the flow state and you're already busy with the thing. But you don't have to. Then the fourth tip I have is to improve your mental health. You also heard this probably more if you watch different videos, but mental health is so important. Because if you are depressed, if you don't have good mental health, if you have anxiety, if you like all those symptoms, you won't feel like doing anything. Let's be honest, you won't do any work, you'll just feel like shit. But if you instead have a great mental health, if you're feeling good, if you're just ready for it, and if you have a good mental health, you will probably be much more likely to do the work and enjoy it. And then you can do, the fifth tip is to do hard work in the morning. So let it quarter morning. Because in the morning you have certain molecules in your brain which make it easier to override some friction you have to do work. So you will be generally more ready to do hard work. And that phase of the morning is from around 0 to 8 hours after you wake up. So I would suggest doing the hardest tasks in this first 8-hour block. This doesn't mean you shouldn't do any work after that. You can still find do any work after that, but I would suggest to make it easier for yourself to do the hardest work in the first 8 hours of the day. Then there is a little bonus tip I have, but it's not really quite easy to do this one. But as you get the future testosterone, because testosterone make hard work feel good. But yeah, I'm still really in the process of it, so I don't think I can really do tips on this one. So try to improve like your testosterone, search up some videos. I did that. I heard things like some like vitamin D and magnesium, and just go outdoors, challenging yourself, competing with people, and winning, and touching less plastics. That sort of stuff will all really help to boost testosterone. But I hope you learned something from this video. And it's a sign to stop procrastinating that work you need to do right now. Go to that workout.